Hi, I'm Mr. Kuntz, and I speak for everybody in the EHMMS Orchestra when I say we're really disappointed that we cannot have a concert this year because of the coronavirus restrictions that the state has placed on us. So we decided to get creative, and we're going to make a series of live stream performances using each lesson group that we have during the week here at school. The group that's going to perform for you today is a 7th grade violin group, and the members are Caleb, Emily, Alex, Kellen, Ava, and joining us as distance learners today are Naomi and Lily. They are going to perform for you Zoom Golly Golly. It is an African folk song that is very, very popular on the Dark Continent, and they're going to do it a special way. We're going to play it normally, the way it normally goes the first time around, and then the second time we're going to do it as a round, where 2 different teams play the same song, but they start at different times. This is the 7th grade Thursday violin lesson group. Did I say 7th grade? Yeah, 7th grade violin lesson group, and they're playing Zoom Golly Golly. It's Mr. Kuntz here again. You've already heard some of our 7th grade violin players play a song for you, but you haven't heard all of the 7th grade violin players play a song for you. Here is the other half of the 7th grade violin section. This is our Friday lesson group, and the members are Sawyer, Angie, Alina, Sean, Chloe, Lily, Emma, and Allie. Okay, they are going to perform an American fiddle tune for you entitled Turkey in the Straw. 1, 2, 3. Hi everybody, Mr. Coons here again. And this time I'm with my 7th grade Tuesday cello and bass lesson group. And the members of the group are, on the cello, Joel, Nyla, Katrina, Angie, and Jessica. And we're absent 2 people also. Lillian and Logan would have been here, but they're not feeling well today. And in our bass section, we have Braden and Sophia. And the piece they performed for you today was called Processional from the Water Music. And it has a very interesting story. Okay, George Friedrich Handel was a composer who lived in London in the 1700s. Well, King George I wanted to throw a big party, but he wanted to do it on the water. And the river that runs through England is called the River Thames. So what he did, King George, is he had 2 barges. One barge had him and all his aristocratic friends on it, and then the other barge had 50 musicians with Mr. Handel conducting. And what they did is they took a trip up the River Thames to a town called Chelsea. And while the barges were moving, the musicians played a song called The Water Music. This was one of the movements of the water music. So anyway, they get to Chelsea and the king gets off his barge. And they started off on the trip at about 8 p.m., got to Chelsea at about 9 o'clock, 9:30. So he spends some time in Chelsea meeting with his citizens. You know, he wants to be popular with his citizens and everything. So then he decides at about 11 o'clock at night to go back home to the castle. So they got the aristocrats, did I say aristocrats? The aristocrats on one barge and the musicians on the other barge. King George I loved the water music so much that instead of playing the music that Handel had written for the return trip home, King George requested that the water music be played again as an encore, and thus a musical legend was born. And I think you'll agree with me that the 7th grade cellos and basses just did a great job playing the processional from the water music. Hi everybody, it's Mr. Coons, and today I have with me my 7th grade viola and bass lesson group. And our 7th grade violas include Connor, Mia, Phoebe's joining us remotely, and Garrett. And our basses include Max and Lilibeth. We are going to perform a piece from Scotland for you today. It's a lively dance known as a reel. And the title of the piece is Harvest Reel. It's called Harvest Reel because this dance would be played in Scotland in autumn, in the fall, whenever the farmers are harvesting their crops that will last them through the winter. This is the 7th grade violas and basses performing Harvest Reel.